Hey there, and welcome to Daily Fitness Life. If you're ready to build a healthier, more energized you, then you've come to the right place. Let's jump right in.
All right, let's talk about breakfast. We've all heard it, right? It's the most important meal of the day. But what does that really mean for us with our busy schedules? Today, we're going to tackle the breakfast dilemma head on and figure out how to start your day with energy that actually lasts.
So what's your go-to in the morning? Are you team sweet with a bowl of cereal? Or maybe team savory with some eggs? Or are you in the just a cup of coffee and out the door club? Let's figure out if your choice is setting you up for success or maybe sabotaging your health goals before your day even gets going.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with the big confusion around breakfast. Then we'll cover what happens when you skip it entirely. After that, we'll dive into the science of feeling full, talk about the power of protein, and wrap up with how you can find your perfect balanced breakfast, a clear roadmap to a better morning.
All right, first up, the big confusion. Why does it feel so complicated to just figure out what to eat in the morning?
And hey, if you feel completely torn on this, you are definitely not alone. I saw this comment on Reddit that just nails it. A user wrote, "I swear my body and mental state fire better when I have a carby and, hate to say it, sugary breakfast." You know, this feeling is so common, and it really gets to the core of why we're all so confused.
And that really sets up the classic morning showdown, doesn't it? The sweet breakfast versus the savory breakfast. In one corner, you've got the quick and easy stuff, cereal, pastries, sweetened oatmeal. And in the other, you've got the more traditional savory options, like eggs, avocado, you name it. A lot of us are drawn to one, but we always have that nagging feeling, should we be eating the other?
But wait, there's a third option that a lot of people take, skipping breakfast completely. So let's talk about that and the hidden stress this choice might be putting on your body.
So to really get this, we need to talk about a hormone called cortisol. Now, you've probably heard it called the stress hormone, right? But its job is way bigger than that. It helps control our mood, our motivation, even fear. And it has this natural rhythm that's really affected by our daily habits.
Okay, and this is where the science gets super interesting. A study looked at people who regularly skip breakfast, and they found some really clear patterns. These folks had higher cortisol levels, not just in the morning, but all the way into the mid-afternoon. This totally disrupts the body's natural rhythm, and it was even linked to higher blood pressure. So what's the takeaway? Well, skipping breakfast could be putting your body in a state of low-grade stress for hours on end. All right, so maybe skipping breakfast isn't the best plan. But then, how do we pick a breakfast that actually keeps us feeling full and energized? To answer that, we've got to look at the fascinating science of how your gut literally talks to your brain.
I want you to think of it like your stomach is sending text messages to your brain. Seriously. When you eat, your gut releases these little hormone messengers that travel up to your brain. And the message is basically, hey, we got the fuel we needed. You can turn off the hunger signals now. It's this amazing feedback loop that's designed to keep everything in balance.
So the main hormone that sends the "hey, I'm hungry" text, that's called ghrelin. It comes from the stomach, and its levels go way up when you're hungry, telling your brain it's time to eat.
And on the other side, you've got the fullness hormones, mainly PYY and GLP-1. After you eat, these are the guys that send the "okay, I'm satisfied" text to your brain. So the real secret to managing hunger is keeping that hunger hormone, ghrelin, down and keeping these fullness hormones up for as long as possible.
So, how do we do that? Well, the answer is all about protein. Seriously, protein in the morning is your single most powerful tool for staying satisfied. And just look at the difference it makes. Study after study shows the same thing. A high-protein breakfast makes you feel way fuller for way longer than a high-carb one. And of course, it's a world of difference compared to no breakfast at all. The impact is it's huge.
So if you remember one thing, make it this: protein keeps you satisfied longer, period. It is the single most effective thing you can put on your plate in the morning to manage hunger and kick cravings to the curb. So let's look at what's happening on the inside. All the science points to this. A high-protein breakfast crushes that hunger hormone, ghrelin. At the same time, it boosts the I'm full hormones, PYY and GLP-1. And as a really nice bonus, it also helps keep your blood sugar much more stable after you eat.
Okay, the science is cool, but what do we actually do with this information? How do we put it into practice in our real lives? Let's talk about finding your balanced breakfast with some super practical ways to build a better morning routine.
Honestly, it comes down to a really simple formula. Just 3 steps. Number 1, start with a solid protein source.
Number 2, add some carbs that are rich in fiber for that steady energy. And number 3, throw in some healthy fats to complete the picture. Protein, fiber, fat. That's your template for success right there. And listen, for all my sweet breakfast fans out there, this does not mean you're stuck with eggs and bacon forever. I love this idea from another Reddit user. They mash a banana with 2 eggs and cook it like a pancake. How great is that? It's a perfect example of a balanced, protein-first breakfast that totally satisfies that sweet tooth.
Need a few more quick ideas? How about this? Greek yogurt with some berries and nuts? Easy. Or, if you love oatmeal, just stir a scoop of protein powder into your steel-cut oats. Done. Even a simple protein shake with some coconut milk and a banana, it's that perfect balance of protein, carbs, and healthy fat.
You know, as we wrap things up, I want you to remember the most important thing of all. This isn't about a perfect diet. It's not about a bunch of restrictive rules. It's about building a lifestyle that's sustainable, one that actually works for you day in and day out.
So, my question for you is this. What's one small change you can make to your breakfast tomorrow? Not next week, not next month, just tomorrow. What's one small step you can take?
If this was helpful for you, please go ahead and like this and subscribe to Daily Fitness Life for more simple, effective wellness guidance.